Hi. So a lot of you have been asking me to make a tutorial on how to make a steerable plane slash air vehicle in Fortnite Lego, and so I want to make a quick building tutorial. I didn't spend a lot of time on this. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I don't know how to do this. I am not very good at this. Don't question me. But so I'm just making a walkthrough how to build it. You can change it however you want. It's just the core mechanics of how to make it something steerable. The only thing it has to do is it has to be stuck inside of the main vehicle, and it has to be balanced. Otherwise, it's just gonna not fly straight, and you don't want that. Other than that, you can just change it however you want. So let's just get on with the building guide. We're just gonna start off by making two little platforms for the actual dynamic platforms to stand on. After that, we're gonna have to add rims to the platform, so the other platform that we're gonna add don't fall out of it. The corners I'm making are optional, but I do them because I think it looks better, and that's the only reason. But I destroyed the floor, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. But yeah, so I add the corners, so it's the inside should be exactly 2 platforms big. Now we're adding wheels to the corners, so we don't die when we hit the ground, because this thing it's not very stable. It's breaks very easily, but it's the best I have so far. So I'm adding 2 thrusters to each corner. Now don't do this yourself, because as you'll see later, I'll probably put some fucking timestamps on here. You go too fast. It's not very good unless you have 2 little balloons. It's not good. So I added the thrusters. Now I'm building up real quick, and I'm making a temporary platform above the thing, the dynamic platforms. Above the actual dynamic platforms at the bottom, we are gonna have to place a new one, but it needs to be exactly above. So this one I get first try. It just flushes right in. It's amazing. The other one I struggled with a little bit more. I did a few tries, but so I just place the platform, the big one. I find that this is the easiest way. I've seen someone build a wall next to it and destroy the wall, but I think this is easier because sometimes it does snap to the other ones, and you don't want it to snap because then it will just use the other thruster lever thingy. I don't know how it works, but it cannot be snapped. Yeah, so here you see I got it. Then we're gonna have to destroy the leftover pillar and stuff. I also forgot to destroy the underneath. That's probably very useful to do way earlier on, because this is the part that messes things up usually. I also destroyed the platform underneath, which is gonna fuck with it a bit. But so yeah, after this we're gonna place some balloons, because you can do this as the last step as well. So for how many balloons you need, it's gonna depend person to person. If you make this one very big, then this one needs to be very big. But you need to add just enough balloons so it doesn't fly away. But when the engines are on, these ones, you want it to. This is, by the way, this is the build, but schematic. Don't question it. You're gonna want this to be stronger than the weight this one doesn't have, till it's equal to this. It's just add balloons so it doesn't fly away. All right, just power engines off, don't fly away. Engines on, fly away. That's how many balloons you need. Yeah, to make the actual turning stuff, you need to make those pillars 3 up in the middle of the platforms. So add 1 big and 1 small thruster, or just add 2 small thrusters. If you add 2 big thrusters, it's just gonna fly down. It's gonna tilt too far forward, and it's not gonna be a fun time. Most designs that I've seen so far use thrusters that push down as well, but this one is exactly flush, so it doesn't need to have that because it cannot slip out. Here you see what happens when I put too many thrusters. I am actually breaking this thing when I land here, and it's gonna make the plane very unstable. You need to make it exactly symmetrical, otherwise it's just gonna it's gonna tilt, and you're gonna fly into a tree and break the entire thing, and you have to find more resources again. It's not fun. But basically you press the big lever to rise up, and you press the small levers to go to the other sides. I'm trying to get to my thingy again. Yeah, here you go. I fell off again because I suck at this apparently. Here I take off the engines, I believe. Yes, I do. I'm very blind though, so I struggle with this a lot. I am actually gonna break that thing, yeah, which is not supposed to happen. But be very careful if you replace that thing, which you might like want to do right now because you think it's gonna look it's gonna tilt, which it does. But you don't want to replace that stuff unless you want to rebuild the entire thing. Because as soon as you place anything on the bottom stuff, the other two platforms is completely fine. But as soon as you place anything in the bottom half, it's just gonna snap the two above ones to it, and you have to like rebuild it entirely. Because apparently then it realizes you are like making one vehicle instead of three. Because it thinks these are three vehicles right now. But as you see, if you do the right lever only, you like steer to the left, and if you do the left lever only, you like steer to the right, and if you do both, you go forward.